What's up YouTube, the O-Nerd here, back at it again with another video on fixing our Game Boys, the 7 Game Boys that we got from Craigslist. And as you guys can see, today's video is number 2, where this one has vertical lines. So in this video we're going to refurbish this Game Boy that has vertical lines on it, and as you can kind of see, this is an interesting one. It's really different colored. The front is a little different color than the side, maybe just from pure sun damage or somebody replaced the case. So we'll see on this one. Overall, the condition's pretty good. Not a lot of corrosion on the top, but on the bottom connectors there is some. And so let's get fixing on this one, and we're going to be having a soldering iron maybe to really clean it up, especially with the vertical lines, which is doable. Oftentimes you can't get all the vertical lines, but we'll see what we can do. What's up YouTube? The O-Nerd back here. So, Game Boy number 2. It has a vertical line issue. And so, let's turn it on. So it looks like just the contacts at the bottom are kind of corroded. So I'll give that a good clean, but you should always clean it, because you don't want it to continue to corrode. So, let's turn it on. Huh. There he goes. Yep. So as you guys can see, I turn it on. There's a lot of vertical line issues. So we're gonna fix that by soldering it today. And so what we're gonna start with is we're gonna take apart this Game Boy. And then for today's build, today's fix, what you'll need is the proper tools, right? A broken Game Boy. And today we're actually going to use a soldering iron. So this takes a little bit of skill, but make sure you got a soldering iron and also the proper tip to use. And the proper tip to use today will be a big flat one. You don't really need this, but it helps a lot in doing so. There's no actual soldering that's needed. What you'll have to do is just heat up a element, heat up the pad, or the strip, I guess you'd say. And you're gonna have to heat up the strip, and then what it's gonna do is gonna re-solder the contacts to the screen. And like I said in the past, or if I didn't say it, vertical lines are a lot easier than horizontal lines. Horizontal lines, you have the risk of actually breaking the Game Boy as to forever, versus with vertical lines, it's a little bit, you have a little bit of give. So let's so I got that connected. So let's start by first taking apart the Game Boy. Okay, these are tri-wings. Interesting. The other one wasn't tri-wings. Alright, so as you guys can see, I took out the board, and it looks it's so dirty inside. Look at that. Somebody spilled liquid in here probably. But, okay, so what we're going to have to do next is, put this aside of course, is we're going to re-plug this in and turn the game on. So what you're going to have to do is plug this back in, because in order to fix those lines, you're going to have to solder, heat up the contact pad while, so carefully put this in first of all, is heat up the pad, there you go, heat up the pad while it's on so that you can see that it's working. So before I put this in, let me plug in the soldering iron so that it heats up and it's warm. Alright, so I'm back. So I got the soldering iron plugged in. Okay, right there. Okay. So what you're gonna have to do, turn the soldering iron, don't turn it on too hot. Kind of put it on this lowest setting. So that was on 400, don't do that. A little bit lower than that, maybe like 250, 200. And let's plug back in just the batteries. You don't need to put a game in there. Okay, so what we're gonna do is you're gonna then remove this rubber strip. You can remove it with your hands. You're gonna remove it with your hands, or you can use tweezers. I have tweezers right here, so why not mine as well? So rubber. So there's rubber, and below it, I don't know if you guys can see, but below it is a little adhesive pad. So I'm gonna try and remove the adhesive pad because I want to put it back on. Make this as OEM as possible, as original. If I can't, that's fine. There we go. So that little pad, you guys can see that. Let me get more light for you guys. There we go. So black rubber, you got to take that off. There's a little adhesive pad you can take off. You could probably put another one on, but if I can salvage this, might as well. Alright, so remove them together. Boom. Alright. So those two, it's not crucial. It's just a cushioning pad. Put that to the side. Okay. So the screen is really clean. So what we're going to do, we're going to turn this on. There we go. It's on. But there we go. Okay, so it's really dim. So you're going to turn the contrast all the way up. And notice that these are mixing pixel lines. So this is really hot. So I'm going to turn it down again. Let's turn it down to 200. And what I'm going to do is you're going to nice and evenly, don't place it on there, but constantly keep it moving on this pad, on the strip right here where the contacts are. And if you guys will notice, while I'm doing that, these will fluctuate. And what I'm trying to get is return those pixels back. Alright, so this is going to take a little bit of time. So there's one pixel over there. And from my experience, this takes a lot of patience, you guys. So you guys will probably see a time lapse, but this is going to take some time. So, as much as you want to focus on the pixels, right, you also want to focus on the strip right here. Why is that? Because you can easily burn it. You can actually forget and you actually burn it. So be very careful. And, you know, tap and go. Wait a little bit. As you guys can see, it's kind of fluctuating. So I'm going to just give it a little tap and then kind of give it a little break. Oh, look at that. So be very gentle, be very careful. Be patient, people. Be very patient. There we go. So sometimes you don't even need to place this thing directly on the strip. You can just kind of hover it over. That looks like it's also working. Kind of like that. But make sure you always let it relax and cool down. Because if you leave it too hot, you can actually tear the screen and cause it a permanent damage. So right now I'm not actually rubbing it. I'm just bringing it across. There you go. So that's the end of that screen. Now I just got to get that middle part, and that's the end of that screen. So almost there. Come on. This can take a lot longer than what I'm showing you guys right now too. This can go for, you got to be very patient with this. All right, so this side, the right side, is completely done. So no more touching of that. I have 2 more lines right here, and we should be finished. So it's all about just patience and getting it right. All right, there you go. 1. Oh, so a little. There you go. And then a little bit. Come on. Come on. Oh. I don't want to touch it too much. All right, just 2 lines. Oh, 1. Nope. So hovering. Whew. Okay, I'm going to push. Just give it a little tap. All right, I'm going to let it relax a little bit because almost done. You want to be very patient. So almost. It's flickering still. So I got to get that solder just move perfectly. Just hover it over. There we go. I think I almost got it. So hovering, I'm not touching it right now. Just kind of heating it up a little bit. Enough that it's getting warm. And it's reacting. All right, come on. Blowing it a little. Oh, almost. Wait, hold on. It's flickering. So it's on the verge. Oh, there we go. Got it. We got it, people. Woo! All right, so put away the solder. You don't need soldering no more. All right, so next thing, so that's done. We did it. We completely removed all the vertical lines. And then next thing now we do is that we just put it back we're gonna clean this and then put it back together. So what I'm gonna do is turn it off, right? And then let's get this thing cleaned. Alright, you guys, so we're going to take apart this Game Boy and give it a good clean, because this is dirty. So, carefully take this off, right? Just gently pull it off. There you go. And you always want to check on the back of these boards if these three contacts are nice and okay. They're clean. They're not popping out too much. These often cause black screen of death. So, well, not of death, but a black screen. And then you want to check the contact points too, if they're nice and clean. See, that one's a little bit dirty, but that's okay. So this thing is pretty gross. It's pretty disgusting. I'm gonna take alcohol and wipe this thing pretty clean. Nice and good. Get a little corrosion. Wipe this copper plate with alcohol. Get some alcohol in here. Clean this power switch. And this thing, clean this power switch too. Ooh. So look at this. Somebody spilled like coffee or something in this. This is gross. Just disgusting. I'm going to clean these contacts out too. So remember what I told you guys. You're going to push down. Push down and then push it out. Push the clip down, push it out. So the top one looks okay and clean. I'm not going to pull that one out. But these two are pretty corroded. Look at that. Alright, so those are going to go in here to get this clean too. So what I'm going to do is give this a nice clean. And then give this an alcohol wipe. So first I'll start with the alcohol wipe. So get a little alcohol wet on this thing. And we're just going to give whatever we can a good wiping. Just with a little alcohol. Just get, maybe even dust. So with this, though, make sure you clean this well. So I'm going to cut a little alcohol in here. Make sure that this is drenched with a little alcohol. So kind of drench it with alcohol, right? And this is going to dry. But what you want to do is turn this 20 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good, just like that. Give it a little blow. Let's do it again. A little alcohol. Boom, boom, boom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good. Just like that. 20. Good. Give all this stuff a wipe because this is gross. Right? You want to give that little contacts in there a wipe. Just like that. This is where the cartridge goes. So, this is where the cartridge goes. So, sorry, it's not perfectly seen well. So, give that a wipe. The contact pads down here, right? Get this wipe here. All right, so this is the copper plate I was talking about. All right, so we're gonna wipe, 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 wipe all day long. Wipe, wipe, wipe. What did I see this? There you go. Get it nice and clean. Maybe some dirty syrup or something on there. All right, that's clean. Let that dry. Gonna get a new pad. Let's get the screen a little wipe. Just like so. Easy like that. The contacts here, always give that a really good wipe, okay? This is where the buttons are. Look how dirty that is. I swear. Wet it again. Alright. And what was really dirty was the speaker. Look how dirty that is. Ugh. So somebody spilled like Coke or something on this. Not surprised. So this is 70% by volume alcohol. Don't drink it. Just use it to clean. Let everything dry. Look how dirty that is. I don't know what they did. Oops. This is gross. So don't use water. Remember, don't use water. Clean the back of the board a little bit. Volume wheel. Give little tracers, little wipe, right? So the key to this though is waiting. I'm gonna get a brand new one. This is gross. Is waiting, right? Contrast wheel, volume wheel. So what you do with the volume wheel and the contrast wheel, get a little alcohol, dab it in there just a little bit and turn it so that it cleans any gunk and removes any debris, right? Just like that. Alright, so same deal. Give it a little thing and then turn it back and forth. Oops, sorry, shaking the table a lot. Alright, just like that. Good. Alright, these are gonna let set dry. Maybe take a little air dryer to it. But let's take this stuff, soak it, and let's clean it. Alright, you guys, so fresh from the wash and from the dry. Yeah, I used the hair dryer, not on too hot, but just medium and then to just normal air to dry this thing. So all this is clean. But I did notice something. These are one of these contacts, this one right here, is very gross and very corroded, and I couldn't wash it away. So what I'm going to do is take a flat screwdriver or a flathead, whatever, and just give it some wipes, kind of clear away that stuff and cause contact for this. There we go. Good. You can see that brown stuff coming off too. So just really give it a nice hard scrub. Sorry for shaking the bed you got at the table. I'll go like this instead. There we go. The rust and the corrosion are just disappearing. Underneath that rust. I have a better idea, you guys. A filer. Check it out. So this is a filer. And what I'm going to do is literally just file this thing down until it's clean. Boom. A lot faster. Look at that. Focus on that. Look how clean that is now. Alright, so that's good. Alright, so what we're going to do is make sure to also put this thing back on. Where's the adhesive? Alright, so what I'm going to do is use a little bit of tape, just a very little, just to keep it down. Fold it once. This is just a pad to really keep it so that it kind of just stays. So what I'm going to do, so that the screen doesn't rub into the case too much. And just go like that. Boom. There you go. Easy fix. All right. So let's reassemble this and let's get back to it. So first, I'll put these in last. So with this, to clean it, you want to clean the pads a little bit, the contacts, kind of like so. All right, so time to test it out before I fully screw everything in, right? Oh, I forgot to put these in. Push it down a little. Push it down. Okay. All right, so moment of truth. Look at that. It works. No vertical lines. Sounds good. All the buttons work. Look at that. I'm so good. All right, you guys. So, another Game Boy fixed. Check it out. Number 2 in the project. So we have 2 fully functional Game Boys. Just need a battery cover and a screen case. Those can be bought on AliExpress for a reasonable price. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video of me restoring this Game Boy number 2 out of the 7 that I got from Craigslist for only $55 for 7 of them. So $7 each. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, like, and comment. And then there will be a lot of future videos to come. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if you guys want to see anything else. I always look on Craigslist, eBay, and all the other good sites for all good deals. So catch you guys soon, and thank you guys for watching.